So I knew last night was going to suck. I had a bad feeling about the USA game against Turkey. I said to my son in the afternoon, I could tell like it was kind of an upset day, right? After Germany went down, I was like, they're going to lose to Turkey tonight. Sure enough, we bet on USA and they lost, and it ended up being a completely shitty night altogether. Let's see how it happened. Well, I mean, they tied it up, the USA at twos, and then they lost really late in that game. Here's the Berhalter goal that tied the game at twos.
And down for the U.S. Ball's knocked down. Follow-up shot is a goal! It's Sebastian Berhalter who ties the game, and he wants more.
Who doesn't want more? But then, this is how they lost it.
Star gets nutmegs. Goaler still trying to get in. Chance for a cross. Comes back to the top of the box. Now it's clipped in at the backside. Matt Turner, it's stopped home. Turkey has scored the winning goal in the 98th minute. They might be going home tomorrow, but they're going.
The humanity of it all to lose in the 98th minute. What could be worse? All right, let's take a look at everything that went down. We're going to play the U.S., as I told you yesterday, Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32. So yesterday, Ecuador 2-1 over Germany. That was huge. Ivory Coast 2-0 over Curacao. Everybody wants to go to Curacao. The vacation is beautiful there. Netherlands 3-1 over Tunisia. Japan and Sweden tied at ones. Japan scored first. Sweden tied them. Nobody else after that. And then Paraguay and Australia finished nils. A draw 0-0. At the Travelers, Eric Cole, whoever the fuck that is the leader at TPC River Highlands in Cromwell, Connecticut on a PGA tour. A bunch of guys are a stroke back and nobody gives a shit. Baseball, we almost had a no-hitter, but it didn't happen. They blew it. Tampa Bay in the ninth inning gave up a home run, but they won 13-2. Go figure, we had the under, and the Rays scored 13 runs. Caminero had 3 homers against the Royals in that game for Tampa at the Trop. Pirates 5-1 over Seattle. Lau, Davis, both with home runs for the Bucks at PNC. A's beat the Giants 9-6 at Oracle. They scored 4 times with 2 outs in the ninth inning to win it. We lost a ticket with the Tigers at Comerica. Houston beat them 2-1. I knew it was going to be an awful night. Amai strikes out 10 for the Stros. Philly explodes in the ninth inning again. Harper and Hill with homers in the ninth. And they win another game late. 10-5 over the Nats. Texas 6-5 over Toronto. We hit the over in that game, thank God. Langford hits a 3-run homer. Berger and Peterson also hit shots for the Rangers. The Yankees lost at Fenway. The Red Sox have the second worst record in baseball, and I was like, listening to David Cohn say this is a huge series for the Red Sox to turn their season around and make their move. And I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. They're not making a move. They are who they are. They have the second worst record in baseball. They're barely better than the Mets. The Rockies are the only team that's worse. They are not winning shit. They're not winning the East. They're not going to the playoffs. I don't believe for one fucking minute that that's a good baseball team, and I don't give a shit that they beat the Yankees last night 6-3. Durbin broke a tie with a 2-run homer in the 5th inning, and they win at Fenway. Cubs in 10, 4-3 over the Mets. PCA laced an RBI double in the 10th inning to win it for the Cubs at Citi Field. Arizona and St. Louis was washed at Busch. We had a ticket on it, so that doesn't matter at all. Here's what's going on today on a pain-free Friday. Ferrall's going out, minutes on the mahogany, waxing it up. So at 3 o'clock, Senegal and Iraq are on Fox 1. On Fox, it's Norway and France. That'll be a good one. And how about those Norway fans? They're fucking crazy. I still think France is better than them. 8 o'clock on Fox, Uruguay and Spain. Spain's tough. Uruguay looks like they're going home. At 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, I guess, it's Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia. They both don't matter. 11 o'clock on Fox 1, Egypt and Iran. And then at 11 o'clock on Fox late night tonight, New Zealand and Belgium. Belgium will finally win a game. They're heavy favorites. All right, everything's under the lights in baseball. Coffee break. I played ball today. I'm dying of thirst. And I'm playing again tomorrow. I hit a game winner from deep in the corner in one of the games today with a guy in my face. Boom! 25-footer. It was beautiful. All right, here's your schedule for tonight in terms of the baseball. Where the fuck is it? Houston and Detroit. Serengeti, your boy, against Montero in Detroit. Cincy at Pittsburgh. Abbott and Costello against Skeens Day. Skeens Day. Remember, every time he pitches, they lose. And Abbott's tough as shit. I'll tell you what, they're plus 172. I wouldn't be surprised they beat the Pirates, seriously. Every time Skeens pitches, they lose. 7 straight they've lost with him pitching. 7:05, Washington and Baltimore. Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, and Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Also, 7:07, Texas and Toronto. Uvalde and Corbin in Toronto. 7:10, Seattle's at Cleveland. Castillo and Cantillo. How about Cantina? I'd go to the Cantina and have a tequila. Más cerveza is it? 7:10 at Fenway. Yankees and Red Sox. Warren Miller ski films against Toll Road. 7:10 Philly at the Mets. Wheeler and Thornton. 7:10 Arizona's at Tampa. Gallon of milk against Martinez. Tippy Martinez. 7:40 Kansas City at the White Sox. Errol Spence against Sandlin. 7:45 Cubs at Brewers. Diarrhea against Bill Mazeroski. 8:10 Colorado at Minnesota. Sagano and Bradley. Miami's at St. Louis at 8:15. Oscar Mayer against Governor McGreevy. 9:38 A's at Angels. Ginn against Urena. 9:45 Dodgers at Padres at Petco. Sasaki against Bueller. 10:15 Atlanta at San Francisco. Lopez and McDonald. I like the Braves there. I like the Dodgers. I like the A's. I like Minnesota at home. I like the Brewers. I'm just giving you a few extra ones today. Why not, right? All right, so those are all the games. Let's do fast forward Ferrall in your facial. So let's start with this. The Yankees had 4 errors in a game for the first time since August 21st of 25 against the Red Sox. All 6 Red Sox runs were unearned last night in Boston. And it's the most in a Yankees game since April 10th of 2018 in Fenway Park. So I guess they just play shitty there against a shitty team. The Major League Baseball Players Association yesterday proposed a ban on prop betting on individual players to help combat harassment from disgruntled gamblers. So they don't want any prop betting anymore on baseball players. You can't bet on, this is their plan, bet on like home runs. You can't bet on total bases. You can't bet on hits. You can't bet on strikeouts. You won't be able to prop bet on baseball players. That's what the union wants. I told you the men's U.S. team will play Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32 next Wednesday at Levi's Stonewashed Denim Jeans in Santa Clara, Cali. I'm hearing that Mitchell Robinson is not going to return, or Landry Shamet to the Knicks. That's what I'm hearing. That word's going around like nobody's business. No Mitchell, no Landry on the Knicks moving forward. They won their title and then they said, thanks, get the fuck out of here. I'll say this much. In all honesty, I love Mitchell Robinson as a rebounder, and that's it. I mean, he absolutely sucks. He can't shoot a free throw to save his ass. You saw everybody hack a bitch. Everybody puts him at the line and he misses every free throw. It's a miracle when he makes one. Fans go crazy and cheer when he makes one because he never does. He's fucking awful. He has no offensive skills other than a lob dunk. All you have to do is throw it up and he'll dunk it. But I just don't think he's good. I don't. I think he's a good rebounder. I won't deny that. I think he's a great rebounder. But I can see, to be honest with you, why they're getting rid of him. I mean, what are they going to pay him a ton of money to go out there and miss free throws and put them in a predicament? Like, you know, let's face it, this team it's Cat Town's team. I don't deny that Mitchell was great for the Knicks all these years on the glass, and that's it. And I really think Landry Shamit's more valuable. I think he's a pure shooter and defender. He plays on both sides of the ball. He can knock down shots, he can score, and he can defend. So I think they're making a mistake on Shamit. Here's more of that ninth inning magic last night for the Phillies.
Fly ball, left field, that's hit well. Lyles going back toward the wall. Gone! Opposite field, two-run home run. Bryce Harper, the ninth inning magic, strikes again.
You know, they were yelling, Harper sucks the whole at bat in right field. And then he hit it, Oppo Taco, and he waved to all the fans in right that were yelling that he sucks. The Columbus Blue Jackets have acquired Valerie Nishukin from the Avalanche in exchange for a second round, third round, fifth round pick in the draft, which is tonight, and no one cares. MLB proposes new free agency limits. This is unbelievable. A max contract length of 5 years for free agent players switching teams, 6 years for teams that retain their own players, no deferred contracts, so they can't defer the money and pay them later like Otani. No qualifying offers, 5 years of free agency for players 30 or older. And nothing has changed. I'm hearing that they're going to have a strike in December, and that they are not close at all. They don't agree on fucking anything. They don't agree on a cap. They don't agree on any of that bullshit from Thursday. And I don't even know what the MLB thinks of the prop betting proposal. They probably like that. But they're not in this deal for prop betting, the baseball. On the executive side, on the owner's side, on the baseball side, everything that they propose to the players, the association has said, fuck off. So they're going to have a baseball strike. Expect no baseball in 27. Chris Evert announced that she has her ovarian cancer again and will have surgery immediately. She'll have chemo and she's going to have radiation. She's not going to go to Wimbledon at all. She's 71 years old, the tennis legend. A second bout with ovarian cancer. Floyd Mayweather is broke. The IRS wants him. He's got nothing but problems. They're repoing his cars, his planes. He's bouncing checks all over Vegas. And his exhibition fight with the kickboxer Zambitis in Greece, scheduled for Saturday, has been canceled. Now, Fanatic Sportsbook is fighting back against the rise of threats and harassment directed at athletes, coaches, and officials from disgruntled bettors that lose bets and they threaten players, refs, coaches, people getting harassed, families getting death threats when their bets on players don't cash. Let's just face facts. Ever since they've legalized sports betting, there's been nothing but problems in sports because of the betting. Let's just face facts. That's just all there is to it, whether you like it or not. I know we all love betting here, and that's our thing. And I just like legitimate betting. Just bet on the games, bet on the money line, bet on the total. And obviously, the Prophet's great at betting on prop bets and players. So we don't do anything dirty. So people that threaten me or the Prophet or anybody when we get bets wrong can suck my fucking ball sack. How's that sound? Free agent guard Kobe White intends to sign a 3-year, $74 million deal to return to the Charlotte Hornets. We all know why he's doing that, because the Hornets traded LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the T-Wolves for Naz Reid, a 33 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps in 28, 29, and 30. 3 second-round picks, 29, 32, and 33. A huge deal for LaMelo Ball and Josh Green. Al Horford is declining his player option and intends to sign a 2-year, $14 million deal to stay with the Dubs. Tracy McGrady is reviving the ABCD basketball camp. The Hall of Famers buying 80% of the camp from Sonny Vaccaro and relaunching it this July. McGrady and Vaccaro have announced that deal. T-Mac taking over. Indiana won the national championship in college football, and they're expanding their student section amid the surge in ticket demand. They're blowing up the student section, giving them more seats. Very exciting in Bloomington. I think they did a great job. Undefeated season, beat Miami, won the title. I don't know if they'll ever do it again. I'm happy they got it done once in football. I'm happy the Knicks got it done this year. I don't care if they do it again, to be honest with you. Keep an eye out for the Profits Max plays today. A couple of totals I think I saw. And watch for my Elite and Profit Play videos on a Friday. Let's make some money. Shake out. Ooh.